Shalom. Shalom, shalom. Salak, you're just trying to get going here. All right, first and foremost, I'm gonna give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem Kwakadash. Double honor to the elder apostles and the elders of GMS. Peace, salutations, blessings to the Arkim. Laban is true. Shalom to the hopeful elect. All right. And, it's going to be a little quick lesson, prophecy. All right. It's a little willing to be edifying. All right. And I'm going to start off here in Second Ezra chapter 15, verse 1. Second Ezra chapter 15, verse 1. It says, "Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I'll put in thy mouth, said the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Shah." All right. And that's that's part of the work. All right. The main part is to, foretell what is to come through the spirit power of Ba'ashem Shah. All right, some of the elder apostles on down, like my brothers, the Lord has given us passions according to his heart, according to his mind to feed us with this wisdom and knowledge, referring to Jeremiah chapter 3, verse 15. All right. And, just like I say in Second Ezra chapter 9, verse 1, so he answered me then and said, "Measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs pass, which I told thee before, then should thou understand that it is the very same time when the highest will begin to visit the world which he made." All right, so Yahweh Shem Shah is visiting this earth, all right, through judgment. All right. Just like it's going to go into. It says, "Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world," all right, and what do you got going on? Earthquakes, all over the place, uproars of the people, all right, sedition among men, like it goes into in I think in this chapter, verse 15, all right, or 16. It said, Second Ezra chapter 15, verse 1, "Behold, speak down the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I'll put in their mouth, said the Lord, Yahweh Shem Shah, and cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true." All right, the words, of the Bible, all right, are faithful and true. All right, the things that are said, aforetime are written, to either come to pass, or the things that were written that did come to pass. All right, the prophecies that's already been fulfilled, or prophecies that are yet to be fulfilled. Hey, it's going to happen exactly how Yahweh Shem Shah said it to be. Isaiah 55, verse 11. The words of the Lord, the words of Yahweh not going to come back void. Let me get this real quick. Salakia. Let's try to get that precept. Things that are written aforetime. So like, I don't know where that precept is right now, but back to 2nd Ezra chapter 15, verse 2, and cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true. All right, again, the words Yahweh Shemashah are faithful and true. All right, and we're on the end times, thus saith the prophecy, thus saith the Bible. All right, and how we know that? It's through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shemashah. All right, but by measuring the times diligently, all right, and how we measure the times through the word, all right. You know, the signs that are, taking place or to take place when, the end of days is. All right. And real quick, let me get this. Revelation chapter 19. Revelation chapter 19, I'll start verse 9. And he said unto me, right, blessed are they which are called unto the marriage, into the marriage supper of the Lamb. All right, the marriage, going into the elect. All right, and the Lamb Yahushua. And he said unto me, these are the true sayings of the Most High. And I fell at his feet to worship him. All right, John, he fell at the feet of the angel to worship him. And the angel said, and he said unto me, see thou do it not. I am thy fellow servant and of thy brethren that have the testimony of Yahushua. Worship the Most High. All right, for the testimony of Yahushua is the spirit of prophecy. All right, and again, in the times we're in, that's how you can tell who is really, concerned with doing the work. All right, who's bringing out the prophecies. All right, you go to one of these plantation Christianity churches, and they ain't talking about shit. You know what I mean? They ain't talking about no end time prophecies. All right, and then you got the same throughout Israel, so-called leaders. They ain't talking about Jacob's trouble. They ain't talking about they ain't talking about what the MOTB is. All right, they're trying to say it's something it ain't. And what did they say? I mean, it say that verse, it say buy and sell. He causeth all to receive that charama that they cannot buy or sell. How the hell you gonna buy and sell with a philosophy? All right. But at the end of the day, the Lord, Yahweh Shemashah, through the Spirit, through the Kwakadash, has made these visions known, unto a selection. All right. And hey, Lord, if we be a part of that elect or not, hey, time will tell. But through the Spirit power, Yahweh Shemashah, we have that vision. We all are seeing, on the same level. All right. Verse 3, 2nd Ezra 15, verse 3, fear not the imaginations against thee, let not the incredulity of them trouble thee. All right, the imaginations against thee, the incredulity. All right, and going into those who aren't who ain't got the same faith. All right, for whatever reason they lacking that faith. So the Lord put that spirit of slumber on them. All right, and that's what it is. We ain't to fear those gainsayers, those people who ain't, who don't want to hearken into the word. They just want to take a little from here and there, and pretty much create their own doctrine or whatever. At the end of the day, hey, it's given to those it's given, and to those it ain't. All right. It says, of them that trouble thee, that speak against thee, for all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. Again, all these bugged out doctrines that's going out throughout the earth. All right, plantation Christianity, just whatever. All right, it, in these times we're about to come into, times of Jacob trouble, the beginning of sorrows. All right, if you ain't built up, in the truth, and built up in your faith to know what it is and what is to come, then you're gonna be lacking. All right, just like I said, Isaiah 33 verse 6, this wisdom and knowledge, it shall be the stability of our times and strength salvation. All right, just like if you got a boxer, stepping in the ring with another boxer, and he been watching a lot of video, been practicing, to defend, that boxer's moves or whatever. All right, he gonna be able to, he gonna be able to stand a little longer in the ring and fight. Rather, you got some boxer that hey, he got drunk on a weekend, he don't know anything about the boxer, and yada yada, and he get in the ring and he gonna get KO'd. All right. But through the spirit power of Shemashah, all right, the true servants of the Lord, which we believe that we is, hey, we are staying in this word diligently, all right, seeking the truth. Okay. 2nd Ezra chapter 15 verse 5, behold, said the Lord Yahweh Shemashah, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. And why is the Lord bringing all this to the earth? It said, for wickedness has exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled. All right, so we in that point in time where wickedness is running rampant throughout this earth, and Lord, how about to send, death and destruction throughout the earth, and then the ultimate destruction, you're going to send your house shy, all right? Right after World War III kickoff and the MOT fully implicated, your house shy come back together the elect, and then they're going to shoot the missiles at America Babylon the Great, all right? But leading up into this point, it's going to be like the time it never was, the beginning of sorrows, Jacob's trouble. And unless you got the wall, that mark of exemption, like in Ezekiel chapter 9 verse 4, all right, then you're gonna be out in the elements, all right, trying to deal with Esau, like say Revelation chapter 12 verse 12, that devil, he gonna come down with that great wrath, all right. Revelation chapter 12 verse 12, therefore rejoice ye heavens, ye that dwell in them. Woe, all right, destruction to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil has come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth he had but a short time. This devil that it's talking about is Esau Edom, all right, accuser of the brethren, all right, deceiver, all right. It's not a spiritual demon, Satan, all right. Though these devils, they are deceived, all right, at the end of the day, but what it say, the deceiver is his, all right. Yahweh shall control all right, and just so to make this point right here, the brothers always go into, all right, Revelation chapter 2 verse 10, fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison. Again, that same word, devil, shall cast some of you into prison. And right now, this very moment, what do you have going on throughout the earth? All right, even before this pandemic, these devils, they don't mind throwing Jake in prison, all right, destroying families, but now you have, with this thing that's going around in Australia and these other places, they're building these so-called internment camps or whatever. But all right, the camps to put the people in. All right. So again, it said, behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that you may be tried. You should have tribulation 10 days. All right. And 10 just represents, a set amount of time, set amount of days. All right. So be thou faithful unto death, and I'll give thee a crown of life. And hey, if it's in brothers or sisters or whomever's, will to, if it be Yahweh Shemashah will, for us to, take that, that death. All right, we're gonna die in the truth, Lord willing. All right, and if we are that hopeful, no, we're gonna receive that crown of life and return to how Shah would say the dead gonna rise first. Yeah, here's a little breakdown. It said Esau will put some of the men of the Lord in concentration camps where they'll be tortured, some beheaded. All right, referring to Revelation chapter 20, verse 4. All right, I'll get that real quick. And I saw thrones, and they that sat upon them, and judgment was given unto them. I saw the souls of them that were beheaded for the witness of Yahweh Shai, for the word of the Most High, and which had not worshipped the beast, neither his image, neither had received that terama upon their foreheads or in their hands, and they led them reign with Hamashiach 1,000 years. All right, going into that 1,000 years, the first 1,000 years after the kingdom is established, where all these other heathens, all right, are going to be underneath the rulership of the Israelites, all right, in bondage and slavery, all right, for that first 1,000 years. Let's see. Let me get back over here. All right, back to 2nd Ezra chapter 15, verse 1. Behold, saith the Lord Yahweh Shemashah, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. And see, that's what a lot of people don't understand. All right, when something bad happens, they don't get it. They don't understand that it's Yahweh Shemashah, that's the Lord who controls. You know what? Deuteronomy chapter 32, verse 39. Isaiah 45, verse 7, I think. Let's see. Yeah, Isaiah 45, verse 7. This is the Lord saying, I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. I, the Lord Yahweh, do all these things. All right? Yahweh do all these things. All right? Deuteronomy chapter 32, verse 39. See now that I, even I, am he, and there is no God with me. I kill and I make alive. I wound and I heal. Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand. All right? And that's the thing. A lot of those whom are out here in this world walking without the hedge of Yahweh Shem Yahshai, whom are trusting in, the oppressor, trusting in Esau, trusting these devils, taking a covering, but not a Yahweh Shem Yahshai. Hey, they're gonna be in pitiful case, all right, in the very near future. A lot of people, they done took that serpent juice and they done fell out. All right. And again, if the Lord ain't, awoken you into this truth, into this spiritual, truth, then man, it's not good. All right, hey, us whom are, hey, we had to Lord willing, Yahweh Shemashah keep that spirit on us where we are able to endure until the end. All right. But as for those whom, the Lord ain't even called into this truth, whom he ain't dealing with, hey, that, like I say, we ain't to worry about how the ungodly are going to, perish or be punished and win. Just know it's going to happen. All right, we are focusing on, those whom have that righteous mindset. Those whom, want to seek Yahweh Shem Yahshai. All right. Let me see if I can find that. Second Ezra's, Second Ezra chapter 9, verse 13. All right, it said, and therefore be thou not curious how the ungodly shall be punished, and when, but inquire how the righteous shall be saved, whose the world is, and for whom the world is created. All right, so brothers, hey, on the highways and byways, doing the set down lessons. All right, we ain't, hey, we ain't worrying about those whom are going to scoff at the word, those whom would rather sit down and watch, bullshit TikTok videos all day long instead of inquire about, Yahweh Shem Yahshai. We ain't worried about those people and how they're going to be punished. All right, we're, Lord willing, we are that hopeful number. We're going to gain that salvation because we know everybody over here, most of the people in America, Babylon the Great, hey, this place is about to get hit with the nukes in the very near future. This is the lake of fire. All right, they're gonna be how many people are here? 300, 400 million people in America. All right, they're gonna be 200-300 million people. All right, they're going to be punished by way of ICBM missile. I just know that, and we don't want to be a part of those. All right, we want to be that of the elect that are gonna gain that salvation via Yahweh Shai. All right. In the holy angels and the chariots. All right. That's why we are to, we're trying to feed the sheep, give freely how we are, receive, freely give. All right. We're inquiring how the righteous shall be saved. All right. Trusting in Yahweh Shem Yahshai. I say Proverbs 3, verse 5, trust in the Lord, Yahweh, on our heart and lean not on our own understanding. All right. Acknowledge him in all thy ways, and he shall direct thy paths. Okay? The Lord controls everything, every breath you take, every move you make. All right? Yahweh Shai control. And if you ain't acknowledging him, that hey, he gonna make you bump your head a few times. You keep bumping your head, either you're gonna wake up or you're gonna have some brain damage and you're gonna be through. All right, but hey, through the spirit power of Shem Shai, the Lord has called us into this thing, and we had that same vision. And Lord, like I say, Lord will, we're gonna endure until the end. So, let me see. What was all right. So, the second Ezra chapter 15, verse 7 says, therefore saith the Lord, I will hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness, all right, which they profanely commit. And you got Esau, Edom, all right, the bases of men, all right, these devils that they are, what's it, no profane person as Esau. I gotta get that real quick. All right. Hebrews chapter 12, verse 6. Lest there be any fornicator or profane person as Esau. All right, so-called white man, the elite, all right, Amalek. So who for one morsel of meat sold his birthright. All right, these devils, they don't have no, they lacking, that godliness. All right, all that is wickedness. Okay, it's like say, which they profanely commit. All right, and the wicked beareth rule of people mourn. All right, hey, those whom are in that righteous mindset, we are vexed by the filthy conversation, the manner of life of the wicked. Okay, we come in that stead as Lot, just vexed. All right. And And these devils are so proud. They push their wickedness on every avenue, the TV, the commercials, radio, or whatever. It's everything. They push their wickedness every which way they can, to the point where you have, those whom are joining hand in hand with the wicked, taking on their customs. All right. And what is that doing at the end of the day? It's removing them. All right. They removing, that power of Yahweh Shem Yahshua away from the people. All right. But through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahshua, we all have come out of that gross darkness, all right, of the world, and are, being reestablished, in life, all right, in this word, all right, this word pertaining to life, all right, Yahweh Shem Yahshua pertaining to life, the ways that are pleasing unto the Lord, all right, everything else lead to death. The ways of the world lead to death. This world passeth away. With 1 John chapter 2, says, neither will I suffer them in those things in which they wickedly exercise themselves. So behold, the innocent righteous blood crieth unto me, and the souls of the just complain continually. And just like it says, let me get that real quick. Hey, if these devils were left, if Yahweh Shem Yahshua if he was to let these devils continue in their wickedness, just like it say in Matthew chapter 24, verse 22. I'll start at verse 21, because that's going into it too. All right. Matthew 24, verse 21. For then shall be great tribulation. All right. That's the times we're coming into, the beginning of sorrows, beginning of Jacob's trouble, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, no, nor ever shall be. Again, and these people are just completely and utterly blind. Again, America, Babylon the Great, Babel goes into confusion. This place is full of confusion, full of wickedness, full of deceit by these devils. All right? So, and except those days shall be shortened. All right? Yahweh shortened the days. All right? He's speeding up the time. All right? For the elect's sake. It's like it says, there should no flesh be saved. If the Lord, if Yahweh ain't gonna send Yahweh back, all right, which is he is, all right, then no flesh should be saved. If the Lord was to just let this continual wickedness cycle continue on, these devils would kill everything, even themselves. All right. So, but for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. All right. So, hey, the water of Yahweh Shem Yahshua, just like brother's always going to, hey, we got to be in that mindset. We ready to get out of here. We pray for fewer days. All right. Because, the longer we here, hey, it's just, just more and more suffering. All right. But the generations, you got to think like brothers got kids and whatnot. You got to see how bugged out that situation is. Yeah, I don't want to imagine how it'd be in the next generation after that. And then after that, I mean, there's no way. All right. Yahweh Shem Yahshua about to intervene in a huge way. All right. That's the thing. The Lord gonna make it known, his power known, and hey, about to rain down judgment throughout the earth. All right. These people ain't fearing the Lord. They ain't walking after the ways that are pleasing to Yahweh Shem Yahshua. What Ecclesiastes 12:13. Let's hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear the Most High and keep His commandments, for this is the whole duty of man. These devils don't keep no commandments. They put in laws to make Jake go off. Every food commercial you see on TV, got bacon on it. You know what I mean? Fucking devils, man. All right, they pushing this mold crap. That's like Sodom and Gomorrah. That's why, in Revelation, talk about America being spiritual Sodom and Egypt. All right. Second Ezra chapter 15, verse 9. And therefore said the Lord, Yahweh Shemashah, I will surely avenge them and receive unto me the innocent blood from among them. All right, the Lord, the elect gonna be all right. All right. So behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter. I will not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt. All right. Again, going, hey, we always led. We always, before we come into this truth, we always in that darkness. We always spiritually dead. All right. Listen, wayward doctrines or whatever. All right. But once the Lord, calls it to his truth, hey, it fed our spirit. All right. We were fed. Okay. We had that spiritual awakeness. I said, but I will bring them with a mighty hand and stretched out arm. And that's Yahushua going into that salvation where the leg is going to, be redeemed via Yahushua, all right, via the chariot, all right, the so-called UFO, and smite Egypt, modern day Egypt, going to America, huh, with plagues as before, and will destroy all the land thereof. Again, America is going to be destroyed. The whole land, never to be inhabited again. All right? And destroy all the land thereof. Egypt shall mourn, and the foundation of it shall be smitten with the plague and punishment that the Most High shall bring upon it. All right? Man. Yeah, it's coming. All right? It's coming. We already see it. All right? Through the Spirit. Let's see, brother. Corinthians. At the water Akim. Hey, Shalom. Yahaba Shemashah. Brakathon. Let's see, Shalaki, bear with me. Yep. I don't know why this ain't working. Hopefully it's still streaming. Let's see, Second Corinthians chapter 15. What he said? Oh, Corinthians, 1 Corinthians, Salakia. 1 Corinthians chapter 15. Verse 4. And that he was buried, and that he rose again the third day according to the scriptures. All right. I'm not sure if that's what the brother was referring to there. But let me get this from the brother. I the water Akim for tuning in and for the precepts. Let me make sure this is still going because I'm having some what do you call it? Connection issues. What do you call it? Oh yeah, we still going. The brother Prince Yahweh 8. For the Lord Most High is terrible. He is a great king over all the earth. All right. And again, the Lord gonna make it known his power. All right, the power that with a demon-like power. I can't think of that word. But hey, Yahweh Shai about to remind these people why he is to be feared. All right. The Lord control all things. All right. The power of all the omnipotent. All right. And these people want to play games. And then you got, those of the circumcision. All right. So-called leaders of Israel, playing games with these scriptures. All right. Trying to, whatever they doing. Hey, they going off. All right. And they misleading the sheep. And that blood gonna be on their hands, just like it say, for that blood gonna be on thy hand. All right, and Ezekiel, I think it's Ezekiel. Let me get this from the brother Prince Yahweh 8. Ezekiel chapter 7, verse 5, that said, the Lord Yahweh, and evil, and only evil, behold, is come. And end is come, the end is come, and watch for thee, behold, it is come. All right, evil and only evil, and that's the times we in. All right. Hey, the water. That's the precept I was trying to find earlier. The brother had it. Prince Yahweh 8, Romans chapter 15, verse 4. For whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning, all right, that we through patience and comfort of the scriptures might have hope. All right, the things are written aforetime is written for our learning. All right, it's like, the elders, the brothers that are real diligent, study the history, can link up, the history with the scriptures and all that, what I mean? Just real diligent brothers, all right, that's put in this work, all right, can bring it out. All right, Esau is made bare. The seals of these scriptures have been loosed. All right. That's why the brothers say, brothers from GMS and Lot My Brothers, 100% truth. All right. This ain't half, half-ass, certain brothers' portion, whatever it may be. But as a whole, as a body, a whole, hey, that's where the truth comes from. All right, some of the elder apostles on down, Lot My Brothers. And real quick, since I just had a Spirit God precept come to mind, all right, this is 2 Peter chapter 2. I'll start at verse 5. And spare not the old world. All right, the Lord didn't spare the old world. He flooded the whole earth, destroyed everybody except Noah, all right, his family. Said, and spare not the old world, but save Noah, the 8th person, a preacher of righteousness, bringing in the flood upon the world of the ungodly. All right, ungodly, those whom just they ain't worried about Yahweh Shai. They don't fear the Lord. All right, all they care about is doing whatever that it is they do until another day. All right. And turning the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah into ashes, and condemn them with the overthrow, making them an example unto those that after should live ungodly. All right, making them an example. And Yahweh Shai is about to make the example of all examples. All right, with the man, with the gathering, the redeeming, the salvation of the elect across the four corners. All right, and the destruction that's about to take place upon this earth. All right, all the way up to, you know, the missiles being shot over here, you know, Babylon the Great, America, and being completely utterly destroyed. The earth's gonna shake. All right, let's say the earth should rock to and fro like a drunkard. Isaiah chapter 24, verse 20. I'm gonna start up a little. Verse 17. I'll start verse 17. Fear and the pit and the snare are upon thee, O inhabitant of the earth. And it shall come to pass that he who fleeth from the noise of the fear shall fall into the pit, and he that cometh out of the midst of the pit shall be taken in the snare, for the windows from on high are open. All right, going to that firmament. All right, hey, because these missiles are gonna come, they're gonna get shot up into the atmosphere, and they're gonna come back down. It says, for the windows from on high are open, the foundations of the earth do shake. The earth is utterly broken down. The earth is cleaned, dissolved. The earth is moved exceedingly. How the earth gonna move exceedingly? By the force of the missiles touching down. There gonna be so many missiles shot over here, America, Babylon the Great, that this whole earth's gonna shake. All right, thus said the Lord. Thus said the Bible. All right, said the earth shall reel to and fro like a drunkard, and shall be removed like a cottage, and the transgression thereof shall be heavy upon it. It shall fall and not rise again. All right, and it shall come to pass in that day that the Lord Yahweh shall punish the host of the high ones that are on high, and the kings of the earth upon the earth. All right, these devils that rulership is given to, that live deliciously. All right, the higher up, you know, the elites. All right, but along with, you know, those underneath them, you know, and everybody whom you know, love the world. All right, who is proud to be an American. All right, you're gonna die. All right, the Lord is against those whom are prideful. All right, and you might say, well, that sounds kind of prideful. Hey, it's through the Spirit, how much you shy. All right, either you're gonna hear or you're gonna forbear. All right, and that's what it is. You know what? So work out. We all to work out our own salvation with fear and trembling. Fear and trembling. All right. And look around. These people are, hey, they ain't fear. They ain't trembling. You know what? Something happened. Then they gonna call upon the Lord. That's why I say call upon the Lord while He is near. All right, Lord. why them the door of repentance is still open. All right. But just like it's saying Revelation, Revelation chapter 9, I think. Revelation chapter 9. That's going into the verse 18, going into the missiles. I think I'll start at verse 17. I'll start verse 16, Salakia. And the number of the army of the horsemen were 200,000. That's going into how many missiles are coming, all right, to America. 200,000, 2 million missiles, all right, or 200 million, however many it is, all right, enough to get the job done. And I heard the number of them. And thus I saw the horses in the vision. All right, John had this vision. All right, it's the missiles coming. And them that sat on them having breastplates of fire, because a missile being shot through the air was a fire. They got fire coming. It's propelled by fire out the back of it. And jacinth and brimstone, and the heads of the horses, again, horses representing to power, all right? The head of the power that's flying through the air that has fire coming out the back, said, and the heads of the horses were as the heads of lions, and out their mouths issued fire and smoke and brimstone. All right? Says, by these three were the third part of men killed by the fire and the smoke and by the brimstone which issued out of their mouths. All right, because we know, hey, the third part of Esau, all right, it's gonna be killed, all right, via these ICBM missiles. All right, yeah, it said break down this Revelation 9, verse 17 says, having breastplates of fire, the encasing of the ICBM, the mouths, the nuclear warhead. All right. Says, for their power is in their mouth. Again, that nuke. So that for the power is in their mouth and in their tails. For their tails were like unto serpents and had heads, and with them they do hurt. All right, here's a point I was wanting to get to, though. It says, and the rest of the men which were not killed by these plagues, all right, those high, lofty, those high ones who are high now, all these devils, all right, the wicked, was saying the rest of the men which were not killed by these plagues, yet repented not of their works of their hands. And that's the pride, that's the audacity of these devils, all right? Even after seeing the Lord, rain down that fire, these ICBMs, the destruction that's going to come, there's going to be men on this earth that are not going to repent. All right? They're still, damn. Says that they should not worship devils and idols of gold and silver and brass and stone and wood, which neither can see nor hear nor walk. Says, neither repented they of their murders, nor of their sorceries, nor their fornication, nor their deaths. All right. So again, the elect gonna, be redeemed, get that salvation. All right. Gonna get that spiritual body, that new heart, that new mind, which your program, the laws are programmed within. All right. And Lord, hey, and those whom are left, hey, we're gonna come gather y'all up, Lord willing, us brothers are part of it. All right. But let's see. That's probably it. I just wanted to get in a little lesson, But I'll go and wrap up. Give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bashim Yashah, Bashim Kwakadash, double honor to the elder apostles and the elders, GMS. Peace, citations, blessings, the accumulators, true. Kwam Yasha Allah, Abba, DTA soon.